Alright, welcome in. It's the Pesky Pole YouTube channel. We have fired up Out of the Park Baseball 20, and I know 21 comes out soon, and we're going to have a giveaway for that as well. So go ahead right now, subscribe to the channel, because all subscribers to the Pesky Pole channel will have a chance to win a free copy of Out of the Park Baseball 21. This Out of the Park Baseball 20, we're starting a brand new franchise, and the cool thing is that when a new version gets released, it's pretty easy to transfer it over to the new version. So we'll show you how to do that as well when the game comes out. But here we are. It is 1998, March 16th, and I am taking over the Red Sox. We're going to kind of change history a bit. And of course, 98 was a big year for Boston. They acquired Pedro Martinez. Nomar Garciaparra was in his second year, and Mo Vaughn in his last year. And it kind of started the Red Sox-Yankee rivalry of the 90s and 2000s. The 97 Red Sox, not very good. 96 Red Sox, kind of a different team. 95 Red Sox team, of course, won the division. So 98 was the first Nomar and Jeter rivalry, and Pedro and the Yankees. So we're going to go back and take over the Red Sox and try things out. So the first thing we're looking at right here is the salaries. As you can see, Mo Vaughn's a free agent end of the year. Pedro Martinez, remember the Red Sox traded for him. They negotiated his contract right away and signed him long term. So we're going to take care of that. John Valentin's a free agent, and Troy O'Leary's a free agent, Tom Gordon and Tim Wakefield. So in the front office, if you can look and see here for the Red Sox, we have $31 million for extensions and $3 million for free agents. So we're going to go ahead and negotiate some contracts here. Pedro Martinez is a no-brainer. Let's go ahead and see what Pedro wants. Whatever he wants, we're going to give him. So we got $31 million to go ahead and do this with. So we're going to offer him an extension. He wants a 10-year deal at $10 million, almost $11 million a year for $108 million. Okay, a player option at the end through the 2008 season. So that's a good deal right there. We're going to go ahead and match that for him. So we're giving about $11 million right there. I'm going to meet demand and go ahead and take care of that. Okay, let's go back to the salaries again for the Red Sox. And next up, we have Mo Vaughn. Now, listen, the Red Sox not signed Mo Vaughn. It turned out to be a great decision because Mo Vaughn's career really petered out. But, you know, listen, we're doing Out of the Park baseball, and history can change. And I really, you know, if we could replay history, wonder what would have happened if Mo Vaughn stayed with the Red Sox. And so I want to try signing Mo Vaughn. It may be a mistake. But you know, we'll see what he wants first of all. So we've got about $21 million now to work with. Let's see how much Mo Vaughn wants. He wants an 8-year deal, $11 million. So he wants to play a 38 to go through the 06 season. So if I do this right here, I pretty much only get about $10 million left to get Valentin and Gordon in there as well. So we're gonna go ahead and do it, man. We're gonna sign. We're gonna go ahead and meet the man there for Big Mo. Submit the offer there. So locking up Mo and that. So this could come back to haunt us, but we're gonna try to change things up a little bit. John Valentin, I want to sign him. Third baseman, fan favorite, great defensive player. Really an underrated Red Sox player of all time. He really is. People forget about him way too much. So let's go ahead and see what Johnny wants. He wants a 6-year deal at $6.5 million. So let's go ahead and do that for John. We're going to be an older team, but we're going to lock things up a little bit right here with a core to take on these Yankees of the 90s who are tough to beat. O'Leary is a free agent. Tom Gordon, Tim Wakefield. And so we got that. So Jim Leyritz here, one of the so we'll do that thing. So Leyritz is our catcher. As you can see, he's making some pretty good money. I really don't want Jim Leyritz on this team. I've already put him on the trading block for a couple of reasons. One, we have Scott Hatteberg, and we have a guy named Jason Varitek down in AAA. So He's unhappy as well because he's in the trading block. So I'm not sure if I can get anything for him, but we will see in a second. So in terms of the lineups right now, how we have things set up right now currently, we have Darren Lewis playing center field, Darren Bragg in right field, Big Mo Vaughn at first, no more hidden cleanup playing shortstop, Reggie Jefferson at DH, Jim Leyritz the catcher, Troy O'Leary at left field, Valentin at third base, and Mike Benjamin at second base. And then if you look down here, guys who are ready to come up a little bit, we can change up a little bit right here. Some of these guys need to go down a little bit as we kind of do the minor leagues. Let me make some moves here. And some of these are all real minor leaguers. All these guys you probably haven't heard of. Some of you have. And so forth. So Lumpke down there, Keith Mitchell. There you see Trot Nixon, who's ready to come up. We're going to keep him down for a little bit. Darren Bragg is going to play this year for him, and so forth. There's Veritek, who's ready to come up too. We're going to keep him down for now. Shea Hillenbrand's at catcher in Pawtucket. He can play some first base and third base and shortstop though too. So he's down there in Pawtucket as well. If we go ahead and look at player development in terms of our farm system, our farm system ranks 24th out of 30. Okay, not very good right there. Hillenbrand as our best one. We got Trot Nixon, Ron Tress Johnson, David Eckstein. People forgot David Eckstein was in the Red Sox system before. Raphael Betancourt, Adam Everett, who actually traded for Carl Everett, remember, in real life. So that's kind of the farm system right there. Not great. We'll have a draft, though, in there to do so. So that's kind of that. So let's kind of go up a little bit, and I want to free up some money. I would like to sign Gordon and Wakefield. I'm not sure about O'Leary, given the fact that Trot Nixon is close to being ready. Nixon come up and play right field. I can move Darren Bragg over. Bragg is signed for a couple of years, so I can do that. I mean, I like Troy O'Leary, but I'm not sure we're going to have enough money for him as well. Unless we can get rid of Jim Leyritz, we'll see if we can do that, and so forth. So let's go to the trading right now, and Bob Tewksbury is on the trading block. So let's take a look at him for a second, because our pitching staff right now is Pedro, Brett Saberhagen, Wakefield, Andy Hazlitt, who is 22 in real life. He never made the major leagues. Okay, so he's up there now. Had a good spring training. 22 years old. I'm not really relying on him. And these ratings are potential ratings, as my dog is barking in the background. Unbelievable. Welcome to the dog. And then we got Robinson Chaco there. So we could definitely use a bullpen, Derek Lowe and Tom Gordon, pretty good. An old Dennis Eckersley, Butch and Henry, and so forth. So we could use some rotation help in here. So let's see what Bob Tewksbury with the Twins. He's older. He's 37 years of age. He's unhappy. He's a free agent in the year. We do have 1 point. We actually don't have enough money to get him. We got to see what he wants. Let's see at first what they want. Maybe they want Leyritz. We have about 800,000. Let's take a look here and see what we have. We got $3 million budget space. So let's take a look here. So Bragg, Eckstein, Gordon, Hatterberg. Okay, Saberhagen, Lowe. Nobody here. I guess Hazlitt. I mean, we could do that. A young kid Hazlitt right there. Ron Tress Johnson. I mean, do I want to make that move? So one of the things too I do with trading is I have to. I can only shop my players on the deadline. I can shop 3 guys on the day of the deadline. Everything else I'm going to go ahead and put on the trading block, and then I'm going to look and see who's in the trading block there, like I did that one. I like doing that for AI reasons, so I don't kind of cheat the system and make it kind of more of a challenge. So Tewksbury's in the trading block. That's why I pulled him up. There was a trade over here, the ridiculous offer I just got a little while ago from Texas. They want to trade me Lee Stevens and pick up Wakefield and Derek Lowe in return. That's not going to happen. Around the league right here, we had Colorado and Tampa Bay to trade Terry Shumpert. Paul Sorrento joins the Rockies on that. So an interesting trade there. So let's go back to Tewksbury real quick and see what I want to do here. If I want to go Hazlitt, I mean Eckstein is he is expendable, but he can play second base though too, and my second baseman is Mike Benjamin right now, so I'm not sure I want to go ahead and do that. I want to keep Eckstein for that. So no one Eckstein, not going to trade him. You know, Hazlitt, you know, the catcher spot with Hatterberg. But I may want to save him a little bit though too. Rontrez Johnson, center field. I like his eye numbers there. He's got a 70 for eye potential. These are potential numbers, not current numbers. So I do that too. I turn the current numbers off and just play with potential numbers so you can kind of see what they can reach, but you never know what they actually are. It makes it a little more of a fog of war type of thing there too. Hazlitt, I hate to give away the young pitcher, but I don't want to give away Hazlitt either. Hillenbrand, Johnson, Lowe. I'm just not sure I want to make these moves here. I'm going to go ahead and pass on Tewksbury now and see what Hazlitt can give me and do it that way. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and forward this in here and go close to the opening day and see what happens with the trade, with the extension anyway. We got some mail here coming in. Let's take a look. Pedro, he signs. So Pedro has signed right there. Fan reactions, very good. John Valentin signs. Fan reactions are good. Mo Vaughn signs. Okay, so we've got those guys locked up. Got them locked up. Here's another trade down here I didn't mention. Looks like Derek White and Greg McMichael and Heath Bell in the trade right there. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so let's take a look at our money right now and what we have left over. We may sign a few more people here. So we've got $7 million left in extensions, $3 million left in free agent. We can pick up in a trade, maybe. So that's interesting to do. So $7 million for extensions. Tewksbury still on the thing there. So let's go back here to our extensions and salaries. We got all these guys locked up here. Looks good. Jefferson locked up there. Let's go down to Gordon. Big time reliever, Tom Gordon. He's a leader in the clubhouse. That's always a good. Starting rotation expectation. He can start, but his stamina is not where it's at. So I'm not sure what he's expecting there. Let's go ahead and take. Let's go ahead and see what he wants. We got $7 million to spend extensions. He wants a 3-year deal at $2 million. That's a pretty good deal. We're gonna go ahead and meet that deal for Tom. So we've got $5 million left. Wakefield, I'd like to keep him around a little bit. Let's see what Wakefield wants to do here. Wakefield, okay, Wakefield wants something cheap, so we can do that too. So we're gonna get Wakefield in there. Boom, we got Wakefield squared away. And then the only guy now we don't have, assuming these guys sign, will be O'Leary. So let's go close to the opening day and see what happens to do that. Personal messages. We got Larry Walker got injured for the Rockies. So Walker's going to be out for a couple of weeks for the Rockies. That's not good. Wakefield is signed. Okay, we got that taken care of. Wakefield in the mix. And Gordon is signed. So Gordon in the mix. So good job there. Let's take a look at our funds. What we have left here. So we got $4 million still to play with for extension. So we could sign O'Leary. I'm not going to do that now though, just because there's some moving parts here with what I want to do with that. A guy needs to be moved down. Choi, I'm not sure who that is. Let's see any guys here. We move along here. So, for now, look at our salaries right here. It's O'Leary is basically it. So, I mean, what does O'Leary want? And I don't want to. Once these guys, the season starts, I really don't. I let him go free agent wise. He's not. You know, we can be a fourth outfielder, I guess. Let's see what he wants here. He wants a 2-year deal. Yeah, I don't know if I want to pay Troy that kind of money. He's got arbitration too. If you saw that right here, free agent. So we're gonna hold on to that because Nixon in the wings, you know. So we're gonna hold off on that. So let's go ahead and check. Anybody else on the trading block real quick? Leyritz is still on my trading block, but no one has offered me anything for Leyritz yet. So we're going to keep him on that trading block. Maybe somebody will offer me something for that. All right, as it scans through here, and we'll see what happens. As we close on the season, and we'll play some games on YouTube and the YouTube channel as well. Not a whole lot. I'm not great at calling the games. Check out Ron Juckett on his channel over there on Retro Sports Network. He does a great job of calling games. But what we'll do is we'll come in after each game and I'll break down what happened in the game and what moves we're thinking about doing, and leave your comments too if you want to try something. If you have a suggestion, I mean, I went ahead and signed those guys. You might have said no way you would do that, but if you want to go ahead and do that and leave your suggestions about what to do in the offseason, that's fine too. So prospects listed: J.D. Drew is #1 prospect for the Cardinals. Lance Berkman, Johan Santana on the Astros. People forgot that he comes with the Astros. Worth, Javier Vasquez, Roy Halladay, Troy Glass, CeCe Sabathia, Roy Oswalt, Matt Holliday are your big-time things. And I do like to look at this, too. Take a look at the upcoming free agents. So pitcher-wise, let's do all. No, pitchers. See what names we have: Rudy Sanchez, Langston, Dwight Gooden. There's some of the guys. Ramon Martinez, who the Red Sox had in real life for 99s out there. You got Beck down there. Movement potential. These are the guys kind of out there. Control guys. No real big stars pitching wise. On the market. Let's go to batters here. Let's see. Albert Bell is a free agent. Ken Griffey Jr. So some big names here. Jr. coming in there. We're not going to have a lot of money. Manny Ramirez, of course, a free agent end of this year. I don't think we'll have the money for Manny. That's one thing you can kind of argue about why maybe I shouldn't have signed Mo Vaughn, but those are the guys out there. Juan Gonzalez, Cecil Fielder, Ken Griffey Jr., Galarraga, Bell. I mean, they're a little bit older, Galarraga is, but that's kind of a pretty good class out there. Javi Lopez. I see down there Jeff Carter. I mean, not Jeff Carter. Joe Carter down there. Tony Gwynn, aging Tony Gwynn up there. You got Tony Fernandez, who's passed away in real life. He's up there. Sheffield, Ellis Burks, bringing Burks back home possibly. So that's kind of what to look at there. But I like the fact that I lock those guys up. That's kind of the most important thing, and so forth. So let's going to go to minor league systems real quick and see who has the best minor league system. The Astros lead the way with Berkman, Santana, Roy Oswalt, Morgan Ensberg, and is that Freddie Garcia? It's Freddie Garcia. So the Astros are loaded right there. The Red Sox are 26, not real great. Let's see where the Yankees are. The Yankees aren't that great. They got Mike Lowell there, Shane Spencer and Jimenez down there. The Braves with Giles for call. Not bad there. So let's kind of look at the preseason predictions here. What they have. They got the Yankees running away with things in the East, to be expected. Baltimore and the Blue Jays have us finishing 4th right now. Not very, no pride. So no wild card either. Indians running away with their division. Central Division looks horrible. And then in the West, the Mariners eking out the Rangers. It looks like the wild card team would be the Orioles. And the Yankees look like they're going to destroy a team. So you see the guys down there projecting for big seasons. Reggie Jefferson having a big year for us according to the projections. Big Mo having a big year there too. Ken Griffey in his contract year going big right there. Jeter hitting 341, having a big year. Pedro going 16-8 they're having. Clemens with a big year with Toronto. Okay, so that's it there. NL predictions, and it's always fun to see how close they come. Braves, look at the Braves. Got Braves winning by 31 games. Astros, Padres there. McGuire hitting 55 home runs. Of course, this is the 98 season. Sosa, 54. They don't have him breaking the record. They haven't had big years, though. The Cubbies picked to finish under 500, though. That's interesting there. Schilling over there, having a big year with a 2.64 ERA and so forth. So that's kind of how it looks there. Look at the opening day schedule. We're not going to play a game today. We'll come back, though, in our next video and do that. So that's it. As this pops up real quick, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at @thepeskypole. You can go to thepeskypole.net and all that good stuff. So it's opening day right there, and the Red Sox don't play on opening day. They have the day off today, but you see some matchups there. Royals and the Orioles, Bartolo Colon and Randy Johnson, Indians and Mariners, probably the marquee matchup right there, going out there and so forth. So Red Sox team schedule, see how their April looks right here and who they've got at Oakland, at Seattle, at Anaheim. So a West Coast trip for the Red Sox, and they come back home for the Mariners in 98 and so forth. So that's it for now. We're going to sign off. Like the channel, subscribe to it, share this video. We've got other things going on. I'm doing a 1990 Braves Dynasty as well. So we're taking the Braves in 1990. Look for that one. And I may do a 1939 Red Sox one with Ted Williams and company as well. So look for that stuff. Out of the Park Baseball 21 will be out shortly. We'll have copies to give away. You must subscribe to the channel, and we'll do previews and reviews of that as well, so you can check it out. All right, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.